It's the Dr. D Show.
And welcome to another episode of the Dr. D Show. It's your host of the most, Dr. D in the house. And Ike, hello. And we've lost him again. We're back to hello. We thought we were making some progress. We had the greetings come back, and now it's hello.
Well, that was my other voice.
Yo.
Greetings, people. How are you doing today?
Oh, yeah. We have two Ikes, your alter ego.
Yeah.
We can't call him Ike then.
Well,
it's gonna confuse people.
EK2.
EK2? Oh, so we got EK and EK2?
There you go.
All right.
Sounds simple.
There we go, folks. How y'all been? It's another show, man. I'm feeling real happy, feeling real excited. I don't know why, because what we're gonna be talking about today is kind of like it could be bad, but good it could be good also, right?
It could be good.
Could be good
with a slight chance of being bad, but
yeah. So I got this message, man, from my boy, and it's like, how come you never talked about this topic on your show? And I was like, what topic? It's like how women take advantage of men. I'm like, whoa, how women take advantage of men. I'm like, that's deep, man. Like, and then I had to think to myself, have I ever been taken advantage of?
Well, for me, when you read me that topic, my thinking was, I think it's men who take advantage of women. Because
you know what I was gonna say? I was thinking like, I thought we the ones we usually play these women.
When you start thinking, it's just holy crap.
So they do some things against us too, right?
Yeah.
You've had some experiences where you were taken advantage of, or you've witnessed, or you know people that have been taken advantage of.
All of the above.
Oh, God damn it! All right, okay. Now we got a show on our hands then.
All of the above.
Okay. So, what was that experience like?
Which one?
Being taken advantage of. Okay, wait. Give us a context of what happened first, of how you were taken advantage of, and then.
That's some personal shit. Why are you going to get my personal information?
Well, you just said that you fucking had experiences like that.
So I didn't say I was going to share.
I was hoping you were going to share.
Fine, I'll share.
But go ahead.
No, you say but.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was thinking, so how do women take advantage of men? I personally just think about maybe the things that they do per se, not less of the things that they say. Actually, it could also be the things they say too, because some things they say could be manipulative to make you act in a certain type of way.
See, the way I look at it, with human nature, we all take advantage of each other. We all do.
Yeah, it's
but then
with sales
women,
environment.
With women, what I find, what I've gone through, is they can be sneaky little pieces of shit.
Like manipulative? Fuck.
And the way they go about it, it's just so, I love you like a water swimming in the fish. Before you even get everything into your head that she's saying a water swimming in the fish, she's already 20 miles way ahead of you. Fuck.
She's like plotted what she wants to do. Like, I'll give a good example. I think how women take advantage of men. Like in the dating game, I've come across like some girls that would date you not with the intention of, okay, I'm only dating this guy for now, but they'll date a bunch of dudes and rank them. Ew. Like option A, option B. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's dirty, which is like, but at the same time, it's like they'll go on dates with like different guys in a week. You know what I mean?
You'll be option number 26.
So the men dude, I don't even think I make the list, man. I don't make the cut. But yeah, so it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe that's taking advantage.
No, it is taking advantage.
How is number one supposed to feel like if number one doesn't provide a certain level of standard that she's looking for? It's like, okay, see you later. Why do you think you hear stories of guys getting ghosted? Oh, we thought everything went great and we had such a great time, and then
because there's several options out there,
and then she's gone.
Yeah, Casper, as you always say, Casper.
Maybe right, and then she's gone, and it's like, damn, that's greasy, man.
See, in my case, it's just one of those things where you try and be an honest guy as much as you possibly can.
Right.
And when when people say the good guys finish last.
Good guys always finish last, man.
The same shit. But okay, you try and be the good guy. You try and be naturally the
It's the great guys that always finish first.
Whoa.
Well, they get the first prize, if you know what I mean. I don't really mean like finishing first, but like they get the first prize.
We get the picture.
Whatever, yeah,
we get the picture.
Move on.
Jeez.
Carry on. Yeah.
See, now I've lost my track of thought.
Shit, man. What is wrong with you, man? We're talking about how women take advantage of men.
I know. But the thing is, being a nice guy.
Right.
You try and be a nice guy thinking that, okay, if I'm being a nice guy, I'm just being genuinely honest. and I'm expecting that other person to be genuinely honest.
Right. Or you're not being a nice guy because you think, or by being a nice guy, you're going to get some goodies, you know?
Yeah.
You're going to unlock that cookie jar.
It all depends on the situation, but in general, you just try to be a nice guy.
If you're going to be a nice guy, then let it be genuinely that you're being a nice guy. Let's not be a nice guy because we're trying to unlock the fucking,
the cookie jar.
Right.
Come on. It is what it is.
Okay, so
it is what it is.
So you are being a nice guy because you want to unlock the cookie jar.
Yeah, she's being a nice girl because she wants the dipstick. So what's the difference?
Okay, all right.
But the thing is, in general, we're just being nice. I'm just being nice. I'm just being a good guy.
Right.
And the thing is,
being nice human beings, right?
Yeah, being a nice guy, and the feedback that you get. I think I've got, say for example, I've got a thing for somebody else, or I've been talking to somebody else from before. But the thing is, you've dragged me along. I'm just being a nice guy. I'm just being a nice guy, and all of a sudden, there's somebody else better. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, when you say you dragged me along, I just pictured you being dragged. My little chick just like, it's like.
My beard.
Dragging you along. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
But the thing is, taking advantage, it has many ways that you can look at it. It can be financial, taking advantage of, just emotional, taking advantage of.
I like the financial piece.
Yeah, the financial piece is the one that makes the easiest sense to relate to.
I like that one because it's like, hey, honey, can we just go to the mall real quick? I just need to get this stuff. You go to the mall, she gets one stuff. Hey, I'm hungry, babe. Can we just stop at the food court? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm running low on gas. Could you get me,
Next time she says I'm hungry, go to the fucking store where you buy pots and pans. Buy a fucking pot in a pan. Go do groceries.
Go get her some groceries. It's like, get your ass in the kitchen and do some cooking. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But the thing is, it's just the subtle things that men don't really realize that they're being taken advantage of. That's the part that really pisses me off the most because, as you're saying, you go over to a mall with the intention of getting just one item. You get there, and 40 minutes later, she's got 10 items.
Right.
And for you just see it as, it's just nothing. I'm just taking care of my girl.
Right.
But the thing is,
you want to spoil your girl once in a while, right?
But the thing is, before you even left, she knew what she wanted to go and get.
Right. Or she's already
done the calculations.
She's like, I'm going to tell him I'm just going there to grab one thing, but really I'm grabbing like 42.
Yeah. Just to avoid backlash on this one. Some have already figured it out before they left. Some don't even know what they're gonna get. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't fall in this category, you fall in the other
one.
Some
already know what they're getting.
Yeah. But before they even left, they know. Okay. That's why even when we guys talk, I've had a conversation with a bunch of my buddies where we sit down and we say, you know what? Before you even approach a girl, if she looks at you, she already has figured out in her head if she's gonna fuck you or not.
Right.
That's the same thing. Same concept. She has already figured shit out before you've even gone to the mall.
Right.
She's already figured things out before you've even said, how are you doing?
So are you saying when women take advantage of men is premeditated?
For the most part.
It's not like,
for the most part.
I didn't mean to do that. I used you. I played you.
From this is my perspective.
Right.
I think so.
I like that, man. That's an interesting point. The financial stuff.
Yeah.
I never looked at it from a financial point of view. Financial point of view is actually good, and it made me think about something else that could be equally as important. Custody.
Oh, shit.
They could take advantage of your ass with custody.
Yeah.
They can be like, if you want to see your daughter more, you got to do this and this and that.
You need to see your son.
I need a new whip. I need a new this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to have to give me access to those books.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, you want to get one more day with him? Or you want to get one more hour with Matthew? Oh, okay, sure.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
You know what I mean? whatever your name of your kids are that you're in a custody battle with, they use that against you, right? That could be another way.
Have you been in any of these situations before?
No.
Have you ever been taken advantage of?
Have I been taken advantage of?
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think of it, and it's kind of like.
And no, we're not talking about Pamela. Pamela.
No, Henderson?
Pamela Anderson. No, not her.
You mean
Anybody?
Palm?
Pamela.
Pamela.
Pamela Henderson.
Pamela
not her.
Henderson?
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Don't kill me, man. No, except from Timmy and Joey.
Oh,
That's what I call them. Just kidding, no. But no, I honestly, I've been racking my head. I've been trying to think about it, and I was like, maybe I have, but I was just too fucking gullible to recognize that I was being taken advantage of. And I think that's what happened. Like, it's like, no, for real. Like, I think I was taking advantage of it, and I just didn't click to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, this person just used me, and I didn't get it. Like, I'll give you an example. I think there was a girl that I was dating back in the days, and I used to like take care of her, like buy her stuff and all these things and whatever. But it was almost as though she wanted me to keep doing those things and use the goodies as a way to
make sure that it still keeps coming.
It still keeps coming. Exactly. It's like, this man wants the goodies so bad that if I get him to do all this, and me, my gullibleness, I'm just being like you explained earlier, the nice guy, nice guy you were talking about earlier. I was just being a nice guy. So in other words,
you were a female cat whipped, right?
Whoa,
jeez.
I was being a nice guy, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll help you do this. I'll help you do that, because in my head I'm like, eventually it's gonna unlock the cookie jar, and I'm gonna have me a bite of a cookie. But no, sideways. She was just sideways. And that's why I said, like, they just ghost you. That's kind of where that came from. Because eventually, like, I just got ghosted. And then what happened is, like, numbers. Oh, fuck, man. I'll try to holler and I won't, like, be able to reach or whatever. And I just eventually just said, fuck it. You know what I mean?
It's not going to work.
I'm not the kind of guy to, like, cry over spilled milk. Like, it's spilled is spilled. I'll get a paper towel and clean it up. See, that's about it.
That's when I came up with a 2-call policy.
Right.
I call you once.
The 2-call policy. Y'all remember that? The 2-call policy? Don't kill me.
That's where it came from. Because it's just, you're trying to be the nice guy. You're trying to be, trying to show you've got time for her. You've got time to do this, time to do that. But then you start figuring out, oh, geez, feels like I've been taken for a fucking ride. And then you start having to analyze everything that you've done before and analyze every step that you take from that point onwards. Some bitches can be crazy, buddy.
Right. I agree with you, man.
And if you don't do this, don't qualify yourself as a bitch. Just move on.
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing I was thinking about was on the emotional tip, man. They can take advantage of you emotionally. Fuck. And I don't know if you know what I mean by emotionally. When I say emotionally, I mean like... So have you heard of the Waterworks?
Yeah.
The Waterworks Express?
Waterworks Express. It's not working. If it's not working...
the Waterworks Express... Exactly. The Waterworks Express has hired a lot of female employees over its lifetime, and it's currently still taking applications. Yeah. So it's like that piece for me. It's another piece that I could feel like women manipulate men. Yeah. In the sense is that like they turn to crying and being upset as a means of either expressing their emotion, which is how crying should be, but it's essentially using it as a means of expressing every emotion. That's kind of how I feel it becomes. It's not like, oh, I'm happy, I cry. I'm sad, I cry. I'm angry, I cry. It's kind of like...
I'm not getting what I want, I'm crying.
I cry. It's kind of like, how do I fucking tell how you're feeling when every fucking time you're crying? You know what I mean? And then the crying part is like, it gets to me because I'm like, oh man, I'm such a fucking asshole. I've been such a dick. Oh, I made this poor little girl cry. Oh, my mama raised me better than that. How'll I do this? Oh, okay, I'm going to give in now like a little puppy with his wagging his tail. It's kind of like, it's a mind fuck. It plays with your emotions, To me personally, I think that's a way of being manipulated to do something.
It is, absolutely. It's just...
And I don't know if it's just me or I'm gullible, man. Or maybe there's a lot of guys out there that like, fall for that Waterworks stuff. And it's different. Some girls do it intentionally because they know that they do it and it works. It's like a kid. A kid doesn't want something, it starts to cry. And if you give in to the kid, it's gonna cry all the time, right? Yeah. It's the same shit. But the grown up, it's a learned behavior, right? They cry. And then if you, like a sucker like me, give in, every time they don't get what they want, they fucking give you the Waterworks. Yeah. And then you fall for it, and then you wonder why your relationship is fucking miserable, and you're always giving in. Because you hate the Waterworks, You like the crying. You don't like the crying, Yeah. Nobody does. I don't know. What do you think?
No. The emotional part, the way I look at it is, it's normally that one ace that they keep in their back pocket. Just enough to get them by till they get to a point where they're stuck in this fucking rut and they just need to kind of play that card. Let's say, for example, you're stuck in a situation where you've got no other aces to play. You're dumbstruck on anything else to do, just fuck.
Yeah.
And you have to play your last card. That's what they do. They always keep the Waterworks, that emotional part, the emotional heartstrings.
That's one that's in the back pocket, eh?
Yeah, that's why they put it in the ass that way.
Yeah, we pull it out of the ass like you don't see it coming.
Boom!
And then you're like all whipped and become a fucking sad puppy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's a good way of looking at it.
So we'll look at this from a financial perspective, from a custodial perspective, from an emotional perspective. What else do you think would be ways of manipulating?
Way women could take advantage of a man. With pussy, man.
Oh, jeez.
The almighty dollar. The almighty boom boom. Excuse me. This is a PG show anyway, so if your kid heard that, then that's on you.
Cookie.
You should have put a security password on that. It's a pum pum, the almighty pum pum, man. How is she gonna take advantage of me?
The cookie.
Because if you think about it, men are natural animals. When I say animals, I don't mean like
they're animals.
Like I don't mean like wild animal. Like we are innate animalistic.
We're domesticated.
Fuck my tongue twister. Anyways, our animalistic instinct is to procreate. We wanna multiply. Even in the Bible, it said it, man. God said it. Told Abraham, go into the world and multiply. You know what I mean? So that's what we come in to do. If you're religious, whatever, man, keep that for another show. Don't come at me with that. It's a lie. Abraham didn't say that.
And poke.
No, I don't come at me with that. I'm just making an example. You understand what I mean? But yeah, it's like our shit is to
poke.
Exactly, poke him, whatever. So, women know this. They're not stupid. They know this. They know that men just want the coochie. Well, we want a coochie and other stuff, but some do want just the coochie. Depending on what you flavor, whatever, that's not the point. Yeah. But they know this, that we want the coochie.
Yeah.
So they can usually dangle the coochie like meat above you. Like in my example, like I gave. She knew that that's what I was trying to get. And she's like, oh, that's what you're trying to get? How bad do you want this? Is what she was asking me.
Without asking you.
Without asking me. So whatever it is you're spending, you're cuffing up on them. Is like, how much do you really want this? And that's why I personally don't like relationships that are based on the so-called 3-month rule, where it's like, oh, I gotta date this guy for 3 months before we have sex. I personally don't like those kind of relationships. I don't believe in them because it's a manipulative way of. Because if you truly feel sexually attracted to somebody, you should express that. No matter what stage it is, the earlier the better is even good, because if you both suck at it and you suck at it and okay, it's not for us, we can't deal with this. Rather than you dangle me along for 3 months and then you can't even give head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
You just wasted my fucking time.
That's what I mean. So it's that's why I find like that's manipulative. Yeah. Because you can't do that, man. Like, why do that to somebody? Truly express yourself if you're gonna do that in a relationship. Just express yourself. Be yourself. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna hold this off. Why are you holding this off? Do you normally hold this off? You know what I mean?
There are times that certain rules work. Sometimes where rules don't work.
Right.
Now, when it comes to matters of the heart, my personal perspective is don't put timelines on the matters of the heart, because how I'm feeling and how you're feeling cannot be determined by putting a timeline on it.
Right.
So when women kind of come up with this whole bullcrap of, okay, 3-month rule, 6-month rule, and all that shit,
right.
Personally, I think it's dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Just go with your emotions and your feelings and just have a relationship that's based off of your mutual understanding. And
the genuineness, man.
Yeah,
that's
the genuineness of the two individuals.
No sugarcoating,
when you try and put timelines because a certain philosopher from fucking
is that shit based on some study?
Oh, I believe there has to be some dickwad who came up with those whole ideas.
Yeah, I know, because I don't know. Like I've dated a few girls that tend to have that kind of stupid policy.
Whatever, man. Before marriage. Okay, that I can understand.
No, I don't know. I don't even hear before marriage.
No, I said it. I didn't say I agree with it.
Right.
I said I can understand.
I'm saying I never even heard the girls tell me before marriage. Usually it's just like, nah, and they don't directly come out and tell you, oh, 3 months you're not getting this. The way to methodically stall in the way the methodology stall
I've been there.
on giving
I've been there.
the coochie.
I've been there.
You will add up the days, and
I've been
I
there.
guarantee you be getting yourself.
I've been there.
Right.
You want this? No problem.
Right.
Let's get married. What the fuck? Let's get married?
Right.
I don't even know you from my left shoe, my right shoe, so what the fuck?
Right.
You want to get married? Why? Oh, if you want the cookie, you got to drop it.
Yo,
the
you be getting that 90 day,
Oh, fuck.
you be getting that 90-day notice. In the 90-day fias.
Okay. All along we've been discussing on us getting taken advantage of. What about how do we avoid this shit?
How do you avoid this shit? Open your fucking eyes. Read the signs, bro.
It's easier said than done. I can tell you to open your eyes.
Open your eyes and read the signs. If you're trying to be all like flirty with somebody in a relationship that you've been dating for some time and they're not even responsive and knowing like be kissing or whatever, and it's a sign, man. It's like, okay, this person's, I don't know. If they're doing all of that stuff and making you carry the weight in the relationship also, like giving, like they're withholding the cooch and making you do all the heavy lifting, it's kind of suspect, man. To me, they gotta give something back too. Not necessarily the cooch, but they gotta do some lifting too in the relationship. Like it's gotta be both ways.
But just from an outside perspective, you've had friends who've been in relationships where you can tell they're getting taken advantage of. You can tell. You tell them, and they still don't even see it.
Because they're blind as bat, man. They fucking in love, man. Love is blind, bro.
There you go. If love is blind, then how do you avoid such shit? Because you don't see it.
Don't fall in love, man. Don't be a sucker, man. That's what I say. You gotta read the signs.
Don't fall in love.
So let me tell you something. People that don't see this shit, it's not that they don't see this shit. They see it
but
and choose. No, it's not that they ignore it. They choose to see it as something else.
Oh,
There's a difference between seeing something and be like, oh, I didn't see it. Okay, I'm just gonna look away. Oh, I didn't just see those two guys making out in the corner. Not one of those.
Okay.
It's like you saw it, but you tell yourself you saw something else. Oh, I'm looking at two guys making out, but I'm telling myself it's just a brick wall.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
It's that kind of perspective that people are, they take to look at, something like that.
But this is one side of people, just a certain amount of people who would be doing this. The biggest amount, they see it, you tell them, but they still go back and do the same shit.
Right, because again, people don't like to be told what to fucking do. That's another thing.
Okay, so
people don't like to be told what to do.
How do you avoid it?
How do you avoid it is just being smart. Learn from your mistakes. Don't try to intentionally look for signs. You just gotta see it, man. Like look at, for example, the financial one. Oh, honey, buy me this. Oh, buy me that. I'm going to the mall. I go on one item. I come back with 20.
The financial
There's
one
a
is
pattern.
Easy. The financial one is easy.
There's a pattern. Your pocket is draining.
The financial one is easy. Look at the emotional one.
The emotional one, the crying one.
Well, crying, that's on one end of the spectrum. It's not always crying. It's just the flirty shit that they kind of guilt you into doing stuff.
Right, the guilt trip, you say you're gonna do this, but you never even did it for me.
Yeah.
Look at how he treats her.
Yeah.
It would be nice for me to get something like that someday. Like those little kind of subtle comments.
Subtle guilty.
Those little subtle comments to be like, oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah. How do you avoid that shit? Because that's the hardest to detect, because it's all based on your emotion and that other person's emotions mixing and coming up with something that's a mixture of shit.
You can't see, the thing is, for you to be taken advantage of is different from those. For you to be taken advantage is if you fall for it. Like in the example we gave now with the little side comments that women would give, like, oh, it would be nice to get treated like that. And if you fall and say, okay, yes, oh, she said that, let me go take her out to a nice place. You're the dummy. You know what I mean? So the question now is, did she really take advantage of you, or did she just throw up an alley-oop and you don't take yourself?
No. She took advantage of it, because if she wasn't trying to take advantage of you, she would not have suggested that there's something better that she's looking at.
Right. Yeah. But you fell for it though, and that's what I mean. You gotta see the sign. You gotta see the bait. She threw the bait. Like, oh, it'll be nice to get treated like that. That's bait.
So in essence,
you gotta see that. You gotta recognize that. That's what my point was.
In essence, what you're saying is
you gotta
recognize.
be alert, man.
You gotta be alert.
Can't be a dummy, man.
But you did say love is blind.
And you got to question. Yeah, I know I did say love is blind, because if you're in love, but it's different. If you're just dating someone, you're not clearly not in love at that point in time. Hopefully not. Like, jeez, you'd be a real fucking sucker.
I was in love on my first date.
Right? But the point is that you're not in love, and just doing that is not gonna, like, you have to see the sign, and you also gotta ask them questions too.
Okay.
The question is, like, now in the example where she's like, oh, it would be nice for me to get treated like that. Instead of me going out and taking her somewhere or buying her whatever it is that she was referring to, I should be asking myself, why would she say that? If you ask yourself that question, oh, why would she say it would be nice for me? Then you start to think about, okay, what has gone on in your relationship? Then at that point, you're really giving your relationship reality checks. Like, have I stepped up enough? Am I lacking anywhere? And if you can go through that process, then if you've been stepping up, then you know that, okay, this is some bullshit, and you know that, oh, this is bait, I'm not falling for it. But if you've been lacking, then that's the one you're gonna fall for it, because you're like, shit, I haven't done shit this whole year. Then you want to go trying to improve your image.
Here's a problem with that one. You're dealing with a schmuck like myself.
Right.
Oh, yeah, she's been treated like this. I'm the kind of person who would come up and say, oh, if you feel they're treating that person better and you want to be treated like that, take your shit and go there.
Right. So you're the person who's not lacking. You're the one who's awake. You're alert. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Then that's how you avoid it.
Okay.
By being what the fuck you are.
Okay. If I'm being real, I'm just being real all the time. At the end of the day, will I still have a relationship because I'm just telling everybody to just piss off? Go and be like, you're talking about them? Go there.
You don't have to tell them to piss off. There's other ways of telling them that. You can say it, and you can say like, "Oh yeah, you really want that? Okay, how about you go there?" You know.
You just tend to piss off in a different way.
But that doesn't mean that your relationship is going to end there. That's just relaying the message, telling her that, hey, I've got your bait. I'm sending it back to you. Here's your fucking bait. I don't want it. That's pretty much what that is. Now it's left for her on how she wants to react when she gets that bait back. Because now she's going to be like, oh yeah, maybe I just will. Then she's the fucking one that's going to end up that relationship. Or she's going to be like, oh, you know, I'm just kidding, honey. And in the back, still go do the same shit. But it's different results.
Different occasions.
Right. So is you recognizing that there's a bait, you catching that bait and throwing it back, or you altogether just fucking ignoring the bait?
Your female dog whipped in her face.
Oh man, it's crazy, man. That's an interesting one, though. That's an interesting one. It got me going there for a second, man. All right. It got me going there. How women take advantage of men and how to avoid it. Any other ways we can avoid this shit?
Don't be in relationships.
Avoid a relationship. Do not date.
Just say, okay, let's just don't date.
Don't date if you want to avoid getting taken advantage of. What else? Recognize the signs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ask questions, yo.
Yeah.
Ask fucking questions. Don't be a dummy.
And speak your mind out.
Speak your mind.
Just speak.
Even though it might mean the end of a relationship, but speak your mind.
Yeah, you gotta have to, because some of these things, they just go on and on and on because you're just being that passive person.
Right.
You have to say what you think and say what you feel. If they like it, sure. If they don't, they can live with it. If they can't, they just move away.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Pretty much suck a dick and... Oh, sorry, not suck a dick, but
smoke a dick.
All right, man. That was a great one, man. EK, appreciate you as always. That was a great show. Any last words?
Don't forget to not stop learning. Always learn. Always learn.
Keep learning. Keep learning. Keep learning. Be kind to one another. Don't do what I'll do. And I'll catch you on the flip side.